Okay, you said you're good, so now we're live.
Oh, we're live now.
Yeah. It is time.
To quote Bill O'Reilly.
It is time for House of Dargons.
Hey, I saw it. It said live.
Yeah.
You know, I should be a good and merciful God and watch your Twitch stream.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Oh, that's what I was doing over here.
Oh, I didn't get my other windows popped out. YouTube is so cumbersome. Yay! Wait, Aaron, I thought you already did that last stream.
Yeah, you'd think so, but
what?
I don't know.
You said closer to 8. I didn't amend that because Aaron was not home until a little after 8.
I had family stuff.
And then Garrett's still sick. Why does he get 2 and mine got hidden? It wasn't that yours was hidden, Lil, is that everything else was on top of it. So it was still there, we just couldn't see it.
Isn't that what hidden means?
No. We're gonna use the definition, but not the word.
All right.
Gonna pop all that out.
Everyone got your character sheets and got the game open up? I hope so, because we went live.
We're live, baby. It's time. It's time for D&D, boys.
I need everyone to lock in. I need everyone to lock in, because today's gonna be cray cray. Let's roll for recap.
Oh boy! Oh, I need to open up the dice stuff.
Is it actually gonna be cray cray?
Well, there's only one way to find out. A D4 of inspiration is yours if you win the roll and do a good job recapping.
Does mine carry over?
No, they go away.
I didn't use mine last time.
That's true. Make sure you use them.
Nope. Whoever gets the recap, if you so choose, I have notes that you can reference.
Wow.
Well, they're
Rook,
good.
The floor is yours, Mr. Dwight.
Oh, well.
Riff it.
Rook, hold on. Rook, go to the
go to live. We're already live.
Go to the share drive.
It's too late.
Go to the share drive.
So let me see if I can call this up from memory here, just off the cuff. So last time on House of Dargons, I think we had breakfast at the windmill. Pete wasn't feeling too well, and then didn't Rev make like a hangover remedy for him or something? And
Tried to.
Yeah, try to. That's right. Adabra offered to, I think, like provide a potion in exchange for delivering the batch of potions. So we headed out towards Nomengard. After which point we came across a tree, which Dwight didn't think looked quite right. So naturally, Pete went up to the tree and knocked on it, and at which point it smacked him with one of its branches. After that, we successfully navigated around the tree, made our way on, came to a river, headed upstream, made it to the mountain, and saw a cave at the river source. So we went into that cave. Dwight then made the decision to try to use his mountain climbing gear to try to stop the fan blades that were spinning inside that cave. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well. And then Dwight realized he could just transform into a snake and slither under, and then pull the lever from there. And then, because he was stuck in that snake form, and the gnomes in the area, which, by the way, we encountered some gnomes as well. I feel that's important to mention. They're wary of shapeshifters, so Dwight and the gang decided to hang back until Dwight reverted back to his elf form after having transformed into a snake. So they took a little short rest in the room with the fan blades, which is where we find ourselves now.
Don't forget, I speak Gnomish.
Yeah, there's a big whole Gnomish.
Right.
Yeah. that we're not
believe I do
convinced
as
that
well.
Dwight knows, or that Pete knows how to speak Gnomish because he got shot and killed.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
I don't speak Gnomish.
No. Pete, we don't think that Pete actually speaks Gnomish.
Right. That's what I was saying, because
That's
otherwise I
Bill.
would be able
Bill may or may not believe. So
Oh, certainly not.
couple of things to fix for you a little bit, Dwight. That was a good recap. You missed.
Thanks, off the top of my head, but
You missed. That was pretty good for off the top of your head. If it was actually
Thank
off
you.
the top of your head.
Mhm.
We missed the whole first part about when you actually entered in that maze of rooms. You guys went up through the kitchen. You saw the kitchen staff doing their things. You went into the room with the artillery rotating thing. You guys got shot at.
Yeah.
You learned that Pete has a gnomish ex-girlfriend somewhere,
Which is why I speak
right.
Gnomish.
which is why you speak gnomish. And you missed the portion about the guard shack encounter where you learned about. Well, you did
Yeah,
mention the
and
shape shifting thing, but that was where you learned.
We are on the way to see Fibblestib or Dabbledob.
yes.
That is a good ad. That's a good ad. So absolutely, you did in fact decide to take a short rest right past the blades, and you can see on the map where you guys are at. Now, a short rest is going to be an hour to anywhere between an hour and 2 hours. So we're going to say you've been sitting in this fan room for a while. The fans are whirling as we enter back into this room where you've had a nice peaceful hour break, and man, did you guys deserve it. It's been a bit chaotic since you've entered this gnome coven here. This city is been a wild mix of happenings. Every twist and turn seems to bring new nutty adventures. Go ahead and everyone make a perception check for me.
I can perceive.
I cannot perceive.
Look with your special eyes.
Is it a
and hear with your
perception
special ears.
check?
Yeah, the skill you have that you can push the button for.
Hey, I actually
Ooh.
perceived.
Hey, I'm pretty perceptive.
All right.
I have
all
my
right.
head on a
Wow.
swivel today.
Everyone but
24.
Rev, as you guys are kind of resting, and Dwight, you're back into to your elf form. Everyone hears some scuffling on the ground coming from the way of the fans. As the three of you, Rev excluded, look back to see what's coming, out pops a gnome from underneath the blades. And she looks at you and she stops. You just see her kind of frozen.
Question: has Dwight already shapeshifted back at this point?
Yes. You guys are all
Thank
in
God.
normal.
Okay,
Thank the gods.
She goes, after just waiting for like a good solid awkward couple of minutes. What are you doing?
We're on
She
our way
says
to
in
see.
common.
We're on. I say in common. We're on our way to see Fibblestib and Dabbledob.
Well, why don't you just go into the next room? And
Whoa.
then she starts walking past you. And she goes down the hallway after you said that, and she disappears around the corner.
I guess she's got a point. We
Should we
should
follow her?
we should
I
proceed.
suppose maybe they're in the next room.
All right. You guys begin to go into the room.
Yeah.
Let me clear it out.
Hey, Dwight, when we're in there with the rest of them, no more shapeshifting. All right, they're already.
Peter,
onto us.
easy with that word.
I would have no need to shapeshift into any different forms. I used it back there. I don't think it'll come up again, but understood. And no more talking about shapeshifting either, or saying the word shapeshifting, in case one picks up on it.
All right. As you
These halls got
enter
a little bit of an
this
echo.
As you walk into this much larger room carved into the ceiling, you see it goes up an extra couple of feet. You see a workshop of sorts that is absolutely cluttered with half completed gnomish inventions that are just kind of heaps and thrown around and skewed about. And you got things kind of half broken with springs sticking out, and you got things slightly humming that you're not sure if they're completely turned off or not, and then it's just a mess. And then in the far side of the room, you see a kind of a ledge that's overlooked by a single pedestal with a book that's leather strapped shut. And then you see a doorway off to your right that leads off to somewhere. And right underneath the ledge, you see and hear two individuals being quickly interrupted by the lady you just saw enter the room. As you walk into the room, though, you hear just this quickest of conversations based on your perception checks. We'll just keep them going. You hear one of the male individuals talking to the other to a female individual right next to him. No, no, no. I'm telling you, we have to use this sanity ray. It's the only way to fix the problem. What are you talking about? We have to use the jacket. The jacket's the only thing to stop the king. And soon you hear, guys, listen, we can keep arguing about the best way to fix this problem all we want, but really, I have a new problem. Ugh, another problem? What's this one? Well, Teveround went into the ale room and never came out. You see the newest female gnome who just passed you in the fan room exclaim as she entered and talked to what you could only assume is one of them is Fibblestib and one of them is Dabbledob, though you're not entirely sure which is which. As you enter the room, Dabbledob and Fibblestib stop, look towards the look towards the lady gnome who just passed you, and notice your presence. And the male says, "Oh, and I see we have some more visitors. Welcome to our chaos," and kind of gestures around.
You have quite an entryway. It was challenging to get here.
Well, maybe when you're full-sized, I suppose it probably is a little logistically challenged. Yeah, I guess we didn't make it for everyone, the other lady next to him says.
That was made very evident. We're looking for a couple of individuals, and maybe you could point us in the direction we're looking.
Well, who you looking for? The lady next to the lady who did not pass you but was native to the room says to you.
We're looking for one named Fibblestib and another named Dabbledob.
Well, you guess what? You found them, buddy. The lady says, I am Dabbledob. And this guy, this loser inventor here, that's Fibblestib. He kind of smacks her on the shoulder. Who you calling a loser? Man, your inventions never work.
Oh, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, well, I wish you came at a better time. This is not a good time for us here, Fibblestib says.
And I wish those turbines weren't spinning on our way in.
Again, you have to be small.
Oh, fair. We come from the nearby town with a warning. No.
What's your warning?
Gesture to Rev.
Okay.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, no, it's your turn.
I thought you were asking for the paper. Yeah, I have. We've got notice from the town that there's trouble afoot, and we've been given this message to give to you. I hand over the document.
Who are you handing it to?
Who asked for it? Who asked?
Well, Dabbledob said, "What's the trouble?" So that'd
Which
be the
one's
female.
give
the
it to
girl?
Dabbledob is the girl.
Whoever holds
Okay.
out their hand, put it in theirs.
Yeah.
You touched it
Someone's
last them.
One of them is gonna take it, so you just hand it to that one. Dabbledop's gonna grab it. She's gonna be like, "Trouble? Yeah, you're right. We have some trouble. There's some big trouble. Oh, well, it's not that big, but maybe."
Well, what
She
kind of
kinda-
trouble are you
kinda
dealing
rolls it up.
with?
She kind of tucks it back into her sack. She goes, "Well, thanks for the warning, but we don't really leave the cave, so I think we'll be okay. But we'll keep an eye out just in case the dragon wants to come and maybe have a drink with our water supply. Anyway, thanks for the warning. Our
Dragons
troubles
get-
are a little bit more localized right now. As of maybe the last 3 or 4 days, we've had 2 gnomes go missing from our colony, and there's only like 20 of us to begin with, so that's a big number." And the lady who actually walked past you speaks up at this time, and she goes, "Well, make that 3 now."
Did pardon my interruption, but does any of that have to do with changelings? And I kind of shoot a glare at Pete.
Why me?
Because you
look
didn't.
at me. I turn and look at Dwight. Like, what are you looking at me for?
They kind of they both glance. They go, "Yeah, why do you know that?"
Well, our companion here with all the holes poked in him, he was speaking your tongue, and he said the only words he used was changeling, as he was shot nearly to death.
I whisper to Dwight. See, I told you he knew I spoke Gnomish. He just didn't know it.
I'm not sure if he actually speaks your language. It was received poorly.
Fibblestib is going to put his hand on his chin and look at you, Pete, and in Gnomish go, "Well, who were you talking to about the changelings?" He said that to you, Pete, in Gnomish.
Oh, sorry. I'm defending myself in chat right now.
Garrett, you were told 8:30.
Yeah, all right. Can you repeat
You were
that,
exactly on time, given the time that Aaron said. Everybody else was just
Looks at
early.
you, so Fibblestib, with a smile on his face, puts his hand on his chin, looks at you, and in Gnomish says, "Oh yeah, and who exactly were you talking to about changelings?"
And then I repeat. I say back in Gnomish. The 2 guards that are trigger happy over there. Actually the 3 guards. The one that's on the little archery doohickey with the ballistics, and then we had the 2 crossbow people. Everyone's got to stop shooting in this place. All right, it's looking like Detroit.
I'll whisper to Rev and say, "There's no way this will end well."
Yonder.
I have a bad
the 3
feeling.
gnomes kind of give a chuckle. Oh, sorry, were you saying something
Oh.
there, Bill?
I was just kind of whispering over to Rev, "I have a bad feeling about this."
After you respond, the 3 gnomes give a chuckle. "Yeah, well," Fibblestib says, "yeah, the one in that is Fullen, and he likes to go a little crazy with his defense turrets. So he says, I understand that, but and he's saying this in common, by the way. To all of your friends, I think your buddy here does actually speak Gnomish."
See, I'm just like turn with my hands up to the group. Told you.
Then he picked all the wrong words to say.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Here's what I know. About 10 days ago, our kings had a big incident, and we're not entirely sure what just went wrong, but our King Corbaz, well, he kind of kidnapped his husband and locked him in his bedroom and won't come out. And when we asked, he said there was a monster. It does seem to check out, considering we've lost 3 gnomes now, but we still need to find a way to get our kings out, because right now...
Oop, your mic.
He's gone.
There it is.
I accidentally hit my
you're back.
headset when I was talking.
He did. He was so excited.
I was
you were
too
so
into-
excited.
He was in the
character.
role.
The immersion. Uh, so now I have
So-
to remember where I left off.
So King has a
somebody?
husband, and
Yes.
his husband is locked in the closet.
Yes, his King Corbaz locked his husband into his bedroom. And he says that they were under attack, which I guess makes sense considering the fact that we're missing 3 gnomes. But, I mean, we just don't know what it is. And he keeps saying, changeling, changeling, changelings. And to be honest, we haven't found anything, except for more missing gnomes. And he turns back to the lady who entered the room. And he says, all right now, Panana, what happened? And the lady who walked by says, well, we sent Teverond to turn the ale she made back into the cellar. And after being gone for about 30 minutes, I went and checked on her and she wasn't there. And she pulls out from her back. But I did find her hat. And she has like a brown, like just skull cap. Well, I don't know where she went.
So
Are you saying that your friend's been missing for 30 minutes and you've declared them lost?
Well, I mean, if she would have returned the ale and then came right back to make the next round. And I don't know if you know this, but there's not that many rooms here. We're all carved into a mountain. You can't go that many places.
and there's quite a few rooms, to be honest. We've seen quite a few of them.
In town, the guards would throw a fit if we called to their aid with any time less than 24 hours.
Well, hold on now. Let's think about this. Like, where were the other gnomes? Where'd they go missing at? Are they all from the cellar? Did they all go missing in the cellar, or where'd the other ones go missing at?
Are you asking that question?
Yes.
Well, one went missing around the mushroom patch out front, and the other one went missing from the storeroom. We think.
You're not really giving us any real directions to go.
Well, that's where they were assigned to go to and do stuff, but then they never came back, so we just assume that's where they went.
I look at the guys and I just go, I don't really know how to help these people.
Well, perhaps if we can find this missing person in less than 30 minutes, then all will be good. Is that what you're asking for us? Is to find your gnomes?
Dabbledob says she's hearing you guys are talking within distance of each other, so she goes, well, listen, if you would be willing to help us out here, I mean, we greatly appreciate it. We could even give you something as a reward. We'll have to figure out what treasures or knickknacks we've created and can give you, but we'd be happy to give you something for your troubles.
I'd be willing to help them guys, but on one condition: they gotta stop shooting me.
Well, how about Panana? Can you go with them and help them navigate? You should be able to get them through.
Peter, I think that you're the master of your own destiny there.
She nods her head.
You might be onto
Yeah, I
something.
can.
Excellent. We have a companion.
Fibblestib, as this is agreeing, he goes, let me go talk to the king too while you're gone, and I'll let him know what's going on and that we got some help from the outside and that they're going to take care of whatever's going on for them and see if that helps them relax a little.
My big question for you, Fibblestib, and Dabbledob, is where what do you expect us to? How do you expect us to help? Are we trying to find your lost friends, or are you convinced that they're gone and we're trying to find the possible changeling that keeps taking them?
If you find any changelings, feel free to bring back proof that you found some changelings. In whatever way you can, because it depends what kind of thing we're dealing with. I don't know what it is. I have not seen it. If you find our friends, then that means our kings are crazy. And then he pulls out this. It looks like it kind of looks like a gun, but it has like a bowl, a couple of bowls at the end. And he holds it up and he goes, if you find our friends and there's no changelings, the king's getting the ray gun. And Dabbledob says, will you put that sanity ray away? He doesn't need it. I'm telling you, the jacket's the way to go. Fibblestop says, I'm not dealing with this conversation again. And he starts taking off directly around the corner, heading back into further into the room, kind of straight away, like straight in front of where you guys are standing, into that hallway that travels on, and you're not necessarily can see it because there's some stairs that go up. Panana comes back to you, and Dabbledob kind of goes back into her work as well. And Panana comes back and goes, all right, well, I'll take you where she was last. At least I think where she was last. And she walks right past you and starts heading down the hallway. I'm assuming you guys are going to follow?
Yeah, let's follow.
Yeah, I'm done with follow.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's see. Can I pan? Let's bring you guys along for the journey. And select.
No, but I think King Corbus is Pan.
Maybe.
Uh,
Just
you're funny.
We have fun here.
We do have fun here. Who's because this is kind of single file lines. Who's give me an order you guys are going in.
Oh, I'm not picky.
I'm done going first.
I think Peter should go first.
The more times Peter gets shot, the smarter he starts thinking.
So Pete first. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, at this rate, you've got a long way to go.
Oh,
There we go.
been swept off my feet.
So Panana brings you over to the one of the T's in the hallways right before the guard shack. And as you walk through the guard shack, the guards keep an eye on you. Notice you guys come in, kind of give you a nod. And the male guard who shot you a bunch, Pete, just kind of tucks his head behind his hand like this, and not really trying to make too much eye contact.
I
And-
don't want to make eye contact either. We're both looking away from each other. I'm done.
And Panana stops at a room that you remember wanting to go and see. It says ale room. And I'll just
See, I told you we should have split up earlier.
Wasn't
Pete,
this
you
door
just wanted
locked?
to go to the ale room.
Yeah, well, we're going now.
I don't know if this is a good idea. We're already far behind schedule with this whole changeling debacle. I think it's really important that we adhere to our schedule, everybody.
I mean,
Yeah, what time of day is this? Can we tell in this cave?
You can't really tell, but as you walk across the
bridge.
bridge, you can kind of see out into past the cave's opening, the main cave there.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's, their sun is still out. You can't really tell because you can't get sun positions. So does that make sense?
do we have
it's
business in
still-
the cellar?
I'm just following.
So Panana walks into this room and leads you all in there. And
Dwight, if this goes a little long, maybe we can convince them to just let us rest here for the night.
Maybe. I just don't want us to be behind schedule for, no offense, what could be a wild changeling chase.
Yep. So as Panana walks in,
Whoa.
she goes, well, this is our cellar, and this is where they were last. And she walks over to where you can clearly see a missing barrel, kind of on the wall. I illustrated it with a black mark, indicating that there should have been a barrel right there. And she says, I saw the hat kind of right in front of this barrel. And she goes, if you need anything else, I'll be in the kitchen because I still got to work on tonight's dinner, which maybe I should make more for you guys. And I don't know. I'll probably, she kind of grumbles and she's walking out the door. I'll probably make some more. You might as well. You're helping us out, so I should probably help. And she's already gone off the.
I feel like that would be a fair exchange for finding their friends.
She's gone.
A warm meal. I'm talking to you.
She's gone.
I'm talking to whoever will listen.
Well, they certainly don't owe it to us yet, but I certainly would appreciate a nice supper.
Agreed.
So you're in a room with a bunch of casks in it. You see a very obvious spot that is devoid of content against the far wall.
Roomies in chat.
Nothing else particularly stands out in the room that you can tell right now. But you're welcome to look around.
I would like to go investigate the blank spot and see if I can find any clues.
All
I'm gonna
right.
do my best.
I would
Fred.
like to go tap one of the barrels on the side to make sure that this is the the wine cellar that they told us it was.
Okay. Rev, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
I would love to do that for you.
And Pete, as you go up to one of the barrels, maybe the one closest to you there on the side, you tunk 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 tunk, and you hear it's somewhat hollow. If you try it, like if you're gonna try to slosh it a little bit, you do hear some liquid inside. Rev, as you look at the space, you notice that there's a couple of wooden supports on the ground that look like they could fit a barrel, but there's not one on the supports.
There should have been a barrel here, but there's not.
Does it look like the barrel was dragged away? Are there any markings on the floor, or is it like stone floor?
That's a good question. Why don't you roll a? You're trying to observe and check out the floor and the spacing for marks. Roll me an investigation check, please.
You sure not perception?
Yep. Sure. That's still pretty good.
Yeah. Considering.
as you kind of get down, you're looking at the floor nearby the stand because you're right. Rev was very correct. There should have been a barrel here, or at least there was space for a barrel there. You get down and you see some slight slime on the floor right in front of it. Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
What in the hells is this? I might know.
You don't know exactly what this is.
I don't know exactly what this is.
It does kind of seem out of place for what is supposed to be in this room. I mean, wine doesn't really matter what it's really coming from. Shouldn't have any sort of slime.
This is a booze room, not a slime room.
All right, stand aside. Let me take a look here. I think my background in nature might tell us exactly what this is.
Just like it did with that tree.
That's correct.
By the way, the whole time they're doing this, I'm just like knocking on barrels and swishing, like moving them around, seeing if there's any that like have already been tapped.
Make a perception check, and then Dwight, tell me what it is you're actually looking. What are you trying to do?
I'm examining the slime on the floor to determine what it is.
Okay, roll me a nature check.
Will do.
Easy enough, Pete. There's a couple along that side. The middle two have been tapped.
Okay, I take a quick swig.
You're gonna pour yourself some. How?
Like a dog.
Oh, you're just gonna
just underneath it. Yep.
Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you just doing?
Not at all.
Okay, well you do so on the one second in.
Heard. I just take a quick taste.
Rev, you would have noticed based on your passive perception, and Dwight, you are focused in on the slime and do not notice. I don't know if you would care, but you're not looking at Pete.
I don't.
You're
care
locked
what
in.
Pete does.
I'm just saying you make a mental note of it. You recognize this as a this is not a fungal of any sort. This is not some sort of it's not a bio-based product. It is certainly residue from something. It is probably not natural to this room or this cave structure. You've seen nothing along the way that would indicate as such. You don't know what the mushrooms are, but you know they do not mushrooms of that type do not necessarily like you've not seen these mushrooms specifically because they're naturally occurring in caves. But they are also like that species and other subspecies in that line that you do find like in the forest. They don't tend to be slimy in general. So it certainly is a foreign body in this room.
I turn around dramatically to the group. This slime is not naturally occurring in this cave. Something's afoot here. Something unnatural.
Dwight, I already said that this is a wine and beer room, not a slime room.
Well, I can tell you guys for sure these two are wine over here, so we just gotta keep trying them until we find something out of
There
it.
is now a mess on the ground next to the one that he is now.
It's just a little puddle.
He's turned off, and he was just, and
It's
it
just a
just
little
kind of
puddle.
dribbled down, and there's a bit of a mess on the ground.
I'm hoping that these
I
gnomes
hear
are
what
feeling
Pete says, and I-
charitable. I'm sorry, Dwight, I spoke over you.
Oh, that was a disembodied voice speaking. I hear what Pickled Pete was saying, and I nod and I say, it's true. Technically, he can't be sure until he tries all of the barrels. So, if that's something that he needs
See,
to do,
this is why I like you, Dwight.
support it.
Are you
Pete.
going on to another barrel?
Yeah, I'm just looking for all of them that are already tapped.
Pete,
Have you already
speak
tried
up.
the? Would you say you have already tried the two that are on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to across the room, not where everyone's kind of gathered. They're gathered on that far wall. You're gonna go all the way across the room.
Now
There was
after hearing them talking about slime and stuff, I'm a little bit more cautious when I take the drink. I give it like a little pull and let it like a little bit go onto the ground first to see the color of it.
Make a investigation check for me as you kind of move across here. You're gonna be trying off of this middle one.
Ooh. 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 One of these is going to be ucky, isn't it?
Looks fine to me. You take a look at it. You give it a good look. You sniff it. I mean, you've had a good couple of glugs of it. Like you're chugging this wine out of these barrels, but looks fine to you.
Ooh, I feel like this is going to come back to bite me in the ass.
There's only one way to find out.
I
What are you
look
gonna
up to the guys and I just, hey, anyone want to try those ones over there?
Sorry, which ones?
The ones over by the missing barrel. I point to the barrels that are still there.
Oh, okay. Are you trying to distract them so they don't look at you?
Yes.
What's that over there?
Yeah. No, you guys. What about those barrels over there? Are those wine?
It
Make a
immediately
deception.
works on
Make
me.
make a deception check.
Oh,
Let's see if it's convincing enough that anyone might bite on it.
Let's see.
Take
Now-
10 plus your take 10 plus your natural like insight number to kind of play against this if your characters would.
I have no idea where to go for.
Now, you said that there was just
Deception
like
is
a
skill.
puddle of slime, right? It wasn't like didn't make it look like it was like pulled or like drawn
You-
across the room or anything.
You didn't investigate that.
Oh.
I don't see deception. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind.
You didn't investigate that, Bill.
Ooh, I'm really not good at this today.
Yeah, he's lying. So no one looks. Are you still gonna
So
open up
you-
the barrel?
Yeah.
I love that for us. All right. Oh, sometimes we have
Son
fun
of
here.
I hate this game. I don't like the fact that everyone's getting excited.
I love this game. This is
You
I'm gonna
have done
drink a
that
slime
yourself.
monster, aren't I?
Pete, you go to open up the card here, just like you did the other ones, to try to get some. And as you grab it and twist, you feel it kind of shudder. And guys, as you're watching this, it's amazing. Pete, not even like has his eyes shut, mouth open. You see the barrel split in half as a giant toothy maw opens up and chomps down on Pete.
It's a mimic.
Suck mother
The hells!
mimic. Pete, you take. Everybody loves a good mimic. Let's see here. Let me get the damage for said dude. There we go. Bite. Ooh, that's a lot of damage for a bite.
Oh, can it be a baby mimic? Can
No,
you
it
not?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did the alcoholic get hurt drinking from the barrels?
Why is nobody else investigating stuff?
Why is only one of us drinking from the barrels?
That's going to be 10 damage as you are now grappled in its mouth.
I have 2 HP.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Here comes the fun part. Oh, I'm last.
Hold on.
I spring decisively into action.
I get there.
You do.
So do I. I might be drunk, but I'm aware.
He's
Alright,
hyper
so I
aware.
got- Alright, I'm just gonna roll for these two guys. I'll just do it this.
2?
That's not very good. Okay, so
Pete is initiated whole.
alright, so Pete, you are 21. Dwight, you are 19. Good work. Bill, you are 14. These aren't bad rolls, guys. And Red, you're 13.
Oh, why did my drinking from the barrel have to roll a 2?
There's no good rolls and bad rolls. It's only storytelling rolls.
Yep,
These are all
they're
bad rolls.
storytelling dice.
Sure did. Okay. So as you are grappled currently at the start of the initiative roll. Pete, it's going to be you first. Now you are grappled currently, which means you cannot necessarily get away. You can try breaking free.
Question. Can I... Ooh.
So you can make an athletics kind of like a contested strength roll against the mimic to try getting out of its grip. But right now you're stuck and you have no movement until you get unstuck.
If I hit it with an attack, would it release its grip on me?
I mean, you can try to see, and if you want to try hitting it in a way to force it to let go,
I would like...
you'd have to just tell me how you might do that to a barrel with teeth.
By sticking my sword in its mouth and shoving upward, like to the roof of its mouth.
Okay, make a attack roll with your was it rapier, scimitar?
Rapier.
I forget. But it's going to have an advantage, or it's going to have a higher AC because it's the inside of its mouth and somewhat covered, and you are also grappled, and so it's hard to necessarily maneuver. But with a high enough roll, you might be able to.
I got to do something. I'm almost dead. Okay, I think that would probably.
Sure. Yeah. So with the deftness of your wrists, you're able to. I mean, this comes from all of your skills with lock picking. I mean, you've been around. You know how to work in tight spaces, and so you get that sword out just kind of from your back, and you go and you stick it in. Go ahead and roll your damage. Definitely hits.
Good hit.
And then after this, I would like to disengage if it opens its mouth.
All right. Let's see how much damage it is. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, go ahead and make a Yeah, you can go ahead and use your bonus action to disengage,
Mhm.
and then that's going to go ahead and free you from its current grip.
Freedom.
You only get half movement, so you can only move half your speed.
I would just like to jump back behind the group to cover like where I could have friends and not be at risk.
Sure, we'll let you go here. All right, so let me record that damage.
I am very bloody, and I have, yeah, very bloody at this point. That was sharp teeth.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Yeah,
Ouch!
oof,
Ouch!
ouch, owie.
Very good. Thank you for your service. Next up is going to be Dwight.
All right. I will take out my sickle, and I'm going to charge the mimic.
He is charging the mimic. Okay, roll for sickle damage or sickle hit.
All right. That's the one.
19's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your sickle damage. Nice.
All right.
Sick.
You chip a little bit of the wood, the fake wood, but not a lot. Then it's going to be Bill's turn.
Bill.
I'm not gonna get too close. Bill's just gonna stay back a little bit. Throw a firebolt. Firebolt.
All right.
Let me
Go ahead
close
and
these
roll for hit.
windows. Roll for
Roll
hit.
Fire.
Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna hit.
That does not hit. You
Okay.
grab. You think you kind of dig down, grasp your chest, conjure up that energy, and throw it, and it actually just goes slightly above because you're so scared about hitting Dwight. You'd hate to hit this new friend, so it just goes a little high.
I would.
Are you gonna move at all? Or are you gonna stay back?
I'll just take a step forward as I throw the firebolt like on my off foot.
Yep. Yeah. It's just the wrong step. You just took a misstep. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't
You'll get
thrown
them
many
next time.
firebolts in a few years, and didn't.
You know what? It's a little dark in that corner, and so you thought it was bigger than it was.
Bill needs stable ground.
Yeah. It's just there's just a lot going on right now for you. Anyway, Rev, your turn.
Yay. I will use Divine Spark, and I will point it at Pickled Pete and try to heal him.
Can you describe what divine spark is?
Restore 1d8 plus 3 to the creature.
Cool.
You can also use it as an attack with a DC of 13.
I see.
But I'm going to use it as the healing version of Divine
Okay.
Spark this time.
Very good. Very good.
Doing green numbers.
The green numbers. Yep.
And I guess I just have to roll.
Yep. You just
Over
you
here.
just yep. Just roll a d8 plus 3.
Roll. 1.
Ooh. 1. You get 4 health.
I get how much?
4. Don't spend it all in one spot.
I have healed you. You are healed.
You have been healed now.
Yeah, thank you.
Good work. Now it is the mimic's turn.
Please don't have a range attack. Please don't have a range attack.
The mimic being stabbed in the mouth. You kind of see this. It's weird for a barrel to smile at you, but it just this wicked curled grin on the side of this barrel. It is very off-putting to see, especially for one who just drank from the barrels on the other side of the room. How could you be so betrayed? It's gonna reach out and try biting you, Dwight. Yeah, that's what it's gonna do. That's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
It
Didn't
sometimes
really
it
need to.
do. That is a 3 damage. So
All right.
Oh.
Does a short rest fully recharge? That's a long rest.
you would have spent a hit dice to get health back. Yes.
That's right. Okay, I was wondering why I had 20 out of 20. Never
How much health were you missing?
mind. Just one. And I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
would have. Yeah,
was it-
you would have gotten
yeah.
it back. So,
I remember.
3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 damage in total. So that's what you take, and you are now grappled by the mimic.
Uh-oh.
And then does a 13 hit you, Rev?
No.
You see that 2 barrels down, a
No!
mouth opens up, and
Oh no!
a tongue slashes out and tries to hit you, but you caught it just in time that you were able to block it with your shield.
Bam.
And then it's going back to Pickle Pete. Your turn.
I am going to run up to the one that is already attacking Dwight, and I'm going to hit it with my rapier,
Okay.
which has advantage.
He would, because
I
he's being attacked.
do. Well, no, I
And-
also have just advantage on my rapier. If you hit a creature with a rapier and deal damage to it, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature.
I see one of those newfound 2024 version nonsense.
He's doing
It
rogue
has
nonsense.
Vex on it.
Back in my day, they didn't have none of that
Yes.
nonsense.
So
All right, so go ahead and roll an advantage for a hit.
there's one. But that hits anyway, so I don't really need to.
Well, no,
right?
roll again. Roll again for the
All
crit.
right,
could
'cause
get a-
it
you
could be
could get a
Could be crit.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh.
You do need a crit. Is there a crit emote for the chat?
Ooh.
We need
Ooh.
one.
The first one hits though, right?
It do for sure. You need some crit and
Need some
natural
crit
one.
emotes, yeah.
You do. Yep, you really do. Okay, so 4 damage to that one.
Okay, and then I am going to.
And then roll your sneak damage as well. Don't forget the
Yep,
sneak.
You're right. Because I do have advantage.
Okay.
Cool. And then I'm going to
So 7
disengage
damage.
back again.
All right, you're gonna jump back. Wide's just kind of stuck in the mouth, and you just stab.
Wait, does my 7 damage do enough to
Nope.
to rip him out? Okay.
Nope, it does not. If anything, he bites down harder. All right, Dwight, it's your. Is that it for your turn?
Or no, I disengage back.
Yep. Okay. You can move yourself, but I'll move you for you. You going
Okay.
right back to where you were?
Yeah, just back. I'm trying to keep a safe distance
I
here
see.
outside
Dodge
of their
in, dodge
range.
out, dodge in,
Yep.
dodge out. Very good, very good. Okay, Dwight, it's your
So-
turn. You are grappled by the beast. You have no movement. You can try breaking out if you'd like to, but it might take your whole turn to do so. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try breaking out.
You try breaking out?
Brilliant.
Alright,
Right.
make Make an athletics It's a contested athletics check to see if you can
How does
pry
contested work?
yourself out. So the mimic is going to roll an athletics check, and so are you.
Ooh.
Oh,
You try to pull the barrel up off of you, and it just kind of bites down. You
What
did not get free.
the hell did you roll?
Doesn't matter what I rolled.
Yes, it does.
What matters is our plan.
For transparency, because I believe in transparency. It was a 17.
Ooh.
Wow.
dice,
so
so.
The
But,
storytelling
he also-
dice.
That also doesn't mean you don't know what the mimic's modifier is on that
true.
either. So
That is true.
That
Part
is
of the
true.
cards, Yugi.
I will let you know no more behind this screen. This screen is mine, and you'll respect it.
Heart of the cards.
So that would be your action to try to get out.
If you don't let the
Very well.
DM fudge in the NPC's favor, then the DM won't fudge in your favor later.
So many true things being said right now.
You must respect the DM screen. So that is your action to try breaking free, which you fail. You have no movement. Do you have anything that counts as a bonus action that you want to try?
You know, I just thought of that as 2-weapon fighting. Why is that a bonus action? Oh, that's in combat. Okay.
That's if you have two weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like I have a
I
rapier
could-
and an offhand.
I could do wild shape technically as a bonus action. But I don't think I'm gonna chance it. I will end. This ends my turn.
Okay, he's staying in the mouth of this.
He's not chancing it.
Nope.
He's doing it. Okay, so then Bill, there are 2 mimics in front of you. What are you gonna do? Bad Bill. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
I will step between and
Okay.
swing at the mimic attacking
Yes.
Dwight.
Okay.
I was trying to think of a way to ping it real quick instead of there we go. There's one. Nope.
I'm
That
watching your
one.
screen. I can see what you're talking about.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I will
did
swing
work.
at him with my quarterstaff.
All right, go ahead.
Die, beast.
Diabetes.
Hey, that hit.
I'm gonna clomp him right in the dome.
Technically, you could roll for a because he is well
Kind of
by
flanking.
another. Yeah, so you could roll it with advantage.
Oh. I'll roll again just to see. Oh. Come on, roll 20. Roll 20. D&D Beyond is what I mean.
Come on, roll 20.
I will
Beyond.
take the first one, please.
You know what? I think you should. All right, 8 damage. Good work.
Does it make a cartoonish bonk sound?
Yeah, it's you
Bonk.
tunk, and you hear this like reverberating like it. The thing kind of does really resemble a barrel, and it feels like you just struck a barrel.
It
as
feels
you
like I
did, you
struck a
see-
barrel.
You see, like it cracked significantly in multiple places.
The beast will crumble under my might.
All right, does that end your turn? Are you gonna do anything with your bonus?
That ends my turn.
Okay. Rev.
I'm gonna cast BAP.
Roll for BAP. I'd like you to roll a BAP check. That does not infect BAP.
I did not BAP.
Sorry for your failure to BAP. We've all been there. Okay. Now
I just
it
read
is-
Brooks' comment. Just die.
Rook, what is wrong with you?
next is going to be the mimic's turn. All right, Rook. This mimic is going to. Oh man, this mimic is going to give you a good old fashioned tongue lashing with advantage.
Yo.
That is definitely going to hit because that is a 23, and that is going to do. That is going to do 8 damage to you, and you remain grappled. The other one is going to attack you and try to bite you, Rev.
Me? What did I do?
Failed to bap it. That is only that is only a 13.
13 does not hit.
It goes out to bite you, but you catch it kind of pry your shield in its mouth, and so this thing's just kind of latched on, and then tastes the metal and goes. And its mouth is still out, looking at you. All right, Pete, what you gonna do?
I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to jump in, hit the mimic next to Dwight.
Okay.
All right. And then I roll
You
with
put
advantage.
your right feet in. You take your
Yep.
right feet out.
I've only got 6 HP. I am dancing. I am dancing out here.
Hot feet.
It's that dancing over here.
Ah.
And then, do it.
Hold me closer,
Oh,
Pete.
baby.
Hey, that's a crit.
That's
Hey!
a crit.
So roll your dice, and I'll just roll your sneak and your rapier damage, and I will just double it in my head. See, this is where you need crits and chat.
Ah, man, I know it.
Oh, you did. Whoa. Oh, you
Wait.
just double 2d8. Okay, cool.
I'm confused.
Nope, it
You
did
do
it for you.
2d8?
Yeah, how
Yeah,
does it
double
know
it.
that you're rolling damage on the crit?
Fine. I think because it remembered you just got a crit. I don't know.
How does it
Wait,
know if you're
like-
rolling with advantage or not?
Wait, but hold on. That math don't math. That's
It's a rapier?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
That's
No, yeah, you
that's
rolled a
4,
20 plus
2, and
5.
3. Yeah, so 4 and 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. That maths.
yeah. But then shouldn't that be 18?
No, it doesn't
I
double.
know.
Your crit
No, you-
damage is you roll the dice a second time.
If that's the way D&D Beyond is going to do it for us, then yes. Yeah, instead of
Okay.
1d8, you got 2d8.
And then
Now roll your crit,
my
your sneak
my
attack
sneak
damage.
attack.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like
So
how
that's
that
actually, but that's actually 8 though, because that one is doubled as well. So it's 9 and 8 for
Yeah.
17 damage that turn.
It's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of stab. That was a lot of stab.
Mm-hmm.
You find
stabbing.
one of. So after Bill cracked a lot of its husk, you found just ever so slightly. You just stuck your your sword right in between one of those cracks and just pushed it all the way into the hilt and then pulled it out.
Did I freeze?
Webbo stabbo.
Cool.
I can hear
And then
you.
I'm gonna disengage back again because even if I do be having a good chunk of damage, I still don't have the HP to stick around and find out.
Okay. Rook, when you don't know what happened because you can't see, but suddenly the pressure on your abdomen is released and you're able to pull yourself out in the midst of this turn, and you look and you see Pete kind of running away.
Disengaging back.
That was enough damage to free you in a moment.
You broke his
Yes.
concentration.
It hurt itself in its confusion.
It is very cracked now. And you see actually, Bill, what you'd notice is that some of that slime that was on the ground is kind of oozing out the sides of this thing now. Okay, Dwight, you're free. What are you gonna do?
All right. I am going to I am going to.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope.
No. Nope. I'm gonna take a step back
Okay. You're gonna
and
back up. How far are you gonna back up?
just to about where Pickled Pete is.
Okay. As you move back, it's gonna take an attack of opportunity on you.
You got to disengage first, Rook.
Oh,
That is gonna
you're
be
right.
Mhm.
that's gonna be an 18.
That hits. Uh-oh.
Um, you go to
Hang on,
back
quick
up.
question. Hold on, quick question.
Mhm.
Just for future reference, I don't know if I want to use it here. I have luck points that can give disadvantage on an attack roll. Is that only against me, or can I use that luck roll for somebody else?
How does it read?
Yeah.
It
how does
says when a creature rolls a d20. Oh, never mind. It says against me. Sorry, Dwight.
Well, there you go. Reading the rules.
Good luck.
Playing the rules.
Good luck.
Okay, so it's gonna bite you as you try to leave its range, which does hit. So you are not only can you not leave, you are actually restrained and back in its mouth.
Ugh. Um,
And you
now does
took
that movement? Oh.
you took 5 points of damage.
Now does that count as my action? That movement?
No, that was your movement. You still have
Oh,
an
okay,
action.
okay. All right, yeah. Sorry,
Oh, it was
it's been a while.
calculated. He didn't want to burn his action on a disengagement. It was
Yes,
calculated
see,
decision.
Mark's right.
Right,
Yep.
right.
I am going to. I'm trying to see if I can do this while I'm grappled.
Well, you're ungrappled, right?
No, he's grappled again now.
Oh,
grappled
he got
again.
re-grappled because he tried to leave.
Yep.
Yeah, he tried to leafo.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, do so.
Right.
You just touch your body, heal yourself.
Oh, I love that Justin Bieber song.
Yeah, it's such a good one.
You can go and
Cool.
heal yourself.
It worked out.
Ooh. I see that happening. Just can I get a crumb of that? That looked nice.
That looked like it felt pretty good.
That looks really nice.
And let's see here.
There you go. You are very healed.
Yes.
But you are still very
Oh, then
stuck
I
in his
turn-
mouth.
You know
Holy
what?
cure wounds, Batman. How did you get 2d8
We're
on that?
gonna-
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
nuts.
kind of a big deal. I'm going to, for my bonus action, I am going to use Wild Shape.
Okay, what are you gonna choose?
I am going to choose the largest option. Let me pull up my notes. I'm sorry, I didn't have this written down. This is my second time doing this. Bear with me. It's gonna be good.
But Rook, this is also like your 40th session.
Well, true, but I was just a Rudy Tooty point and shooty guy last campaign.
Fair.
I am going to. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm going to change into a giant frog.
How
Is
big
it
is
You're
the
gonna
giant
do what?
frog?
It says a poisonous frog?
How big is the frog?
It's giant.
I'll tell you. It is giant. It's a medium beast.
Okay.
It has 18 hit points.
Okay. So you turn into a frog, and everyone else, you see that this is happening. And after his transformation, you just kind of see frog legs sticking out of the mimic's mouth.
Oh
You're
boy.
still grappled.
I casually look towards the door after with all the ruckus going on, trying to make sure that no gnomes come in while Rook is just shapeshifting. While Dwight is shapeshifting, just like, okay,
Frogs in chat. Go ahead.
Frogs in chat.
Now, Bill, it's time to have your turn.
So I guess just a quick recap. Both Rev and Dwight are grappled right now.
No, just Dwight.
Just Dwight.
Just Dwight.
I'm Gucci, fam.
I'll save you, Dwight. It looks like you feel fine, but take this, beast. There it is. That was fantastic.
That
Great
does
detail.
hit. But you should also roll at advantage just in case. you get
Man,
the,
you're right. I should have. Oh, I'll take the first one, please.
You know what? I would too. All right.
I want you to
Is
know
that-
that in the time of your last attack until now, I went and found that bong sound.
Are you gonna do anything else for your turn, or is that it?
That I think. Let's see. Is a mimic toppleable?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Does it have leggies? If you hit a creature with a quarterstaff, you can force it to make a con save.
Would you like to make a con save?
Technically, most mimics have like tentacles as their legs, or like some sort of like.
Would you like to make it? Would you like to try toppling it? Let me ask you
Yeah.
that. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
So it's a Constitution save.
Yeah. 8 plus 2 plus the ability modifier. So 10 plus 4. 14.
That is a natural 20 on its Constitution saving throw.
Well, good thing it. So
It's
no.
very firm. It's a very firm barrel. Does the DM get crits in chat when I get a crit?
No.
No, because I'm the bad.
Nobody's rooting
guy.
for
That's not how
you.
it works.
Duh. All right. See how the DM will remember these words. Rev, it's your turn.
Hey, I never said that.
Oh, how you feeling, Pete? You all right over there?
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
I thought that might be the case. I'm going to use my action to disengage this mimic,
Okay. Sounds good.
and then I'm going to
So-
use my movement to come over here.
Pete has been bleeding for more of this adventure than he has.
He's
in-
always bleeding.
Pete is just, got thin blood.
He's like
Everyone needs a punching bag.
he's like in
blood.
Baldur's Gate when someone gets hit by something teeny tiny and they just lose 5 times the amount of blood that they should have.
Yeah.
I'm like an old man who like scratches their elbow, and it's just like life-saving measures.
I'm
needing to
diabetic.
patch that up. Yeah, it's.
I'm
that
on
is
blood
not clotting.
thinners.
All right, go ahead and roll for
That's
heal
not gonna
then,
clot.
Rev. If you're gonna try healing Pete, go ahead and roll for.
Kisses his cheek.
Give the man his health.
Please,
You get 1.
Six.
I'll take it.
I am not healing very well here.
That's okay. That doubled my HP. We're good with that.
Cool.
Better than 0.
That'll be your turn. So now it's the mimics. One is going to chomp down on you, Froggy boy. That's a 19. 19
Froggy
to
boy.
frog.
What's the frog's AC?
That's a good point. I didn't. It's 11, so that hits.
All right, Froggy boy. Ooh. Ooh. That's going to be 11 damage.
Wow.
You got this.
Wow.
We might not have to
Wow,
wait for
wow.
that frog to wear off.
What's the health of a frog?
Didn't you say it was
18.
like 18?
So it was the same that I had healed in elf mode. It's just 18.
Oh, it's 18. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your frog is crunched.
Is it like a
Bill.
substitute where like if the all 18 of those HP go away,
Yes,
then he goes
he
back
goes
to
back to where he was. Correct.
dope.
Oh, good.
Little
Okay.
Pokemon reference for you
That's not
guys.
too bad.
Yep. It's substitute. All right. So Bill, you are within reach of the mimic, who's going to try getting its jaws on you. That is a 15 to hit.
Oh, you beast, you got me.
Oh, another
Get
one.
your jaws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Another one. I'll use blue for you. And that is
That's just a chomp, right?
that's 4. So yes, but you are now grappled.
Is there not
You're
a save to try to beat the grapple? Or is it just on hit it grapples?
Yep, on bite it grapples.
Gotcha. Okay.
Boy, these boys be grappling.
They do be big grappling. So Bill and Dwight are
Unteeth
both
me, you
grappled, and
beast.
that did 4 damage to you.
Yep,
Bill.
got it.
Freaking Jimmy Garoppolo over here.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one I didn't get.
I'll tell you
All
when you're
right.
older.
Pete, it's your turn.
All right, so we have established the mimic that is currently having frog legs for dinner, is bleeding out or oozing out, right?
It is oozy.
Okay, I am going to jump in, and I'm going balls to the walls to try and kill this thing so Dwight can get out. So I'm
He's
going
going
to
stab.
I'm going stab on this one. So I'm going to jump in, and both of
Going
them
for the
get
kill shot. It's a kill
both of
shot. It's a kill
these.
shot.
Yeah, both of these are going to get advantage as well.
Well,
because
the
of-
first one does, and if you don't hit, then the second one doesn't.
Right, but I get advantage on the first roll. So here's my advantage roll for the first one. Okay, so I hit. I'm
Okay, roll
assuming.
your damage.
And then I'm going
Ooh.
to.
Just roll your damage, sir. Don't get ahead of
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Don't get crazy.
You're getting cocky, Mario.
And then I should also get a sneak attack.
Yes.
And that's for the first main hand.
Okay.
So that's my
Yep,
main
now
hand damage.
Now go ahead and do it again.
And now my offhand, which also gets advantage. I'm not even gonna roll. That's all right. I'm gonna roll for crit just in case. I
That's a
did
good
not.
roll on top of it, though.
And then I roll my offhand damage, right?
Yep.
And then I only have the once per turn, so I can't roll my sneak attack again. So-
Correct. Once.
Gotcha. So what is that? 4, 8, 10? 10 damage?
Yep, correct.
And now I'm up here with Dwight.
It is very, very gross and crumbling, but still has your
But
frog
not
bite
that-
in its claws.
Ugh. I
All right.
tried, Dwight.
All right, Froggy Boy. What is
I'm
your
still standing.
All right.
What's your
I am
play,
going
Frog?
to use my action to attempt to disengage.
Okay, use the strength of the frog. Because the frog doesn't necessarily have acrobatics nor proficiency skills like that. Go ahead and make a contested strength throw. So roll a
It's
Big,
d20,
strong frog.
add its
Big,
strength.
strong frog.
Okay. It's strength modifier, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I don't think he got to add nothing.
Oh!
In chat.
he was freed.
What is the total number?
21.
That is Let me double check here. That is a tie. And so you
Oh man.
barely get free.
Oh, right, because tie goes through under. Phew.
Right, but
Yes,
doesn't
fine.
it crit? Isn't that?
I was gonna say,
No, because it's a contested thing.
Mm.
well, he's free.
Crit, just because you crit on a skill check doesn't necessarily mean it always is just like instant
Yes, it does.
success for everything. No, that is
should.
not. That's not
Yeah.
how that works.
Everything you could possibly want to do has a 5% chance of working.
At least.
And I think that's all. That's all I can do for actions in frog mode. So I'm just gonna call that.
All right,
a win.
frog out. Are you okay? So
Frog
you're
out.
you're free, but you're just gonna stay there.
Oh yes, because
Got
if I make it to next turn, there's a method to my madness. Go on.
Okay.
If I make
Okay.
it.
Go ahead. Bill, it's your turn.
And I'm grappled by the teeth of the
You are
mimic.
grappled. You
Oh,
are
It's a
grappled.
grackle.
You beast, hand me, you monster! And coming swinging.
Oh,
Let's go!
it's a big ball.
We out here
All right.
bonking.
Big Bob's Bappers.
The power of the bonk.
Backers.
Whap!
Make a athletics saving throw or an athletics check.
Be an athlete.
Yep, you are able to. You flex your muscles enough that like that you recall this one time in the gladiator pits. You're pinned between a couple of very very strong warriors, and when you get pinned down, the best thing to do is flex. Always be flexing. Kind of push out with your arms and swing as hard as you can. And in this moment, you recall that memory. You flex, you push, you swing, and you are able to free yourself, and you get a nice clunk on this cask.
It was glorious. Always be flexing.
Bonk.
All right, that's it for you.
That is it.
All right, Rev, your turn.
I don't know. I might kind of just want to flex.
All right, Rev's in the back. Just
Just always be
All right.
flexing.
What can I do here? Is there any? I can't really shoot because I got people in the way, right?
I mean, you can shoot around them. Yeah. I mean, you could just simply take a step over one, and then you should be able to. You can kind of have a shot on
Yeah,
either of them.
I might do that. I'm gonna get in line here, and
Which
I'm
one are you
gonna
gonna
take
shoot?
I'm gonna take a shot at the one engaged with Bill Roshi right now.
Okay. Shooting at Bill. Love it. Go for it.
He didn't say shooting at Bill.
Yep. Nope. Sure. Whatever you say.
He didn't say that though.
Does a 16 hit?
16 hits. It does.
Nice.
I guess it
Get
depends who he's
shot.
aiming at.
Ooh, nice.
I would like to do 8 damage, please.
You
Please.
may. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
What else are we doing here? Kind of running out of spell slots.
Sure hope there's not another mimic. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
The mimics do be mimicking now. That is a crit on you, Pete. The mimic's gonna try eating you because you keep stabbing it.
I would like to roll disadvantage for you. I'll use one of my luck points.
All right.
How lucky. How very fortunate.
That is a good one to use one of those on.
That is still a 19 though on the follow-up roll.
That's right. It's not a crit.
Not a crit.
It's not
That
a
is
crit.
not a crit. But you are now going to be grappled.
That was a good move, Pete. Excellent move, Peter.
And that is a 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Son of a.
Schnuck on that for lunch. And
I'll
now,
take a 7 over a 14, though. That would have killed me.
Senior Bill, that's going to be a 17 to hit on you, I believe. That works.
You beast!
You
Unhand me again!
fiend! The hell!
The hells, you monster!
That's going to be 6 damage to you, old man.
That's
The future
damaged
is
me.
Now. The future is now.
I look at Dwight as I'm just bleeding out of a few more holes this time around.
You'll
like,
do no
"We've
such
gotta
thing 'cause
kill
your
this
face
thing."
is inside of a cask of ale. It is now you who is consuming the ale, or you being consumed by the ale.
In Soviet Russia, ale consumes you.
This is
This is some
this is
poetic
poetic.
justice.
This is
Yeah.
You just hear that.
You deserve it.
all right, now we're back to Dwight. Dwight, you are froggy and free.
Yes. Now this is important. This is an important question. What is the size classification of this mimic?
It's about the same size as you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I see where you were
I
going
was
with
gonna
this.
attempt something very epic and poetic. In that case,
Is it the same size as the giant frog,
It's
or
it's
just the same size as us?
it's about a medium-sized creature.
okay. That answers my question. In that case, alternatively, since I'm in frog mode, I am going to
Hop away
use
from traffic.
Hop through
I'm
traffic.
going to use my bite attack to grapple it. It still works.
Okay, go ahead. I want to see
All
this
right.
work so badly.
It's +3 to hit. So do I roll a d20?
Yeah. Well, roll a d20 and +3. Yep.
Okay. 15.
I think you did it.
I hope.
That does hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry. It's 1d6 plus 1. So 6 total.
Hey, quick question. If
As you go ahead and you bite this this barrel, like you get your mouth all the way around this barrel,
okay,
and
hang on.
and you're in there. And as
Does
you
that
tighten
also
your
mean
jaws,
I'm in there?
hold on, sir. Let me talk.
Okay.
As you have your mouth around it and you clench your jaws and you flex whatever muscle that would be, the cask absolutely shatters. And your mouth does find purchase on something still, but it's the lower half of Pickled Pete now grappled in you.
I love it.
Is the mimic?
The mimic is dead.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
All right. That's all I wanted to hear.
Meanwhile,
You
Bill
did
is just going from grappled to not grappled. You
To
monster!
grappled again. To grappled
Where's
again.
the cream filling?
Pete is now again. Pete, your feet are now in this giant frog. Like it's Dwight, and so you're just in Dwight's mouth.
Now, hold on. Quick question. Did you say it was my lower half that was in Dwight's
Correct.
mouth? Okay.
Correct. So like
because I have an idea
hands
for
are
my
on
next.
your hands are on the ground, and you're just kind of like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, awkward.
But I can talk to Dwight now, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You get a bonus action now, though, Dwight. What
For
would you
my
like to do?
bonus action, can I spit Pete out?
Sure. I'll
I'm
allow
gonna
it.
do that. Unceremonious. Yeah.
It didn't. You know what? It didn't taste good either.
It was a little salty.
You get a little salty, a little gamey.
It was a little pickled.
A little.
Yeah. A little briny.
Vinegar.
All right. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Cool. Ignore the barrel that's there. Okay. Now it's Bill's turn. Bill, you are grappled by the beast.
I said unhand me! And I'll swing again.
Hickey, you
Bit
just gave me
presumptuous
good
with that
ball.
sound. What if it didn't hit?
Cool. 19 hits.
Cool.
Roll for Whap. 7. Cool. Are you gonna try toppling it again?
No. Can I try to free myself from the grapple?
Nope.
Nope. It's an action to do that?
Yep.
Boo. Okay.
You did enough damage that I gave it to you
Oh, fair.
the last time, and the other couple times it's worked, but nope.
I appreciate that.
Hey, you know,
Happy eat it.
I'm a benevolent god. Anyway, Rev, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast shoot him.
I'm gonna cast this gat. Let's go. That'll hit.
American magic.
I got that American magic. All right, 4 damage.
I do 4
Alright.
damages.
With that chunk into the side of this barrel. Now a couple arrows are sticking in. It's been clunked through a couple times by Bill. This barrel's looking fairly cracked. You don't see ooze just yet, but you see the cracks forming. Now it's the Mimic's turn. Mimic is going to try and finish the job. He's got a taste for old man, and it's not that great.
You have a taste for leather, do ya?
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That'll do it.
These mimics have been very, very on it. Ooh, that's 10 damage to the old man.
fine.
Ouch.
Rub some dirt on it.
And that's going to end its turn. And so we'll go up to Pete.
We are dangerously hurt. We are going to we're gonna start doing that little dancey dance again. We're gonna jump in, jump out. So
All right.
we're gonna go ahead and
You
jump in.
go ahead and roll attack.
Yeah. There's one, and then I have advantage because I hit on my last turn. So
But you didn't hit this guy.
oh yeah, you're right. So we're just go with
But
the
a 22
first one.
hits.
22 hits. Yeah. So ignore this second roll.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes.
All right. And then we're going to damage on this one plus sneak attack. Right? Do I get sneak?
There's another creature in so it's not technically the mimic is engaged with Matt.
Hold on. You
So-
don't need advantage on the next attack. You don't need advantage on the attack if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the ally.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So we're gonna sneak attack. And then we are disengaging out. So 13 damage and I'm out.
Okay. Dwight,
Bleeding the whole way, by the way. Just
Dwight?
leaving a trail.
what would you like to do?
I would like to. I'm not currently engaged in combat, so I'm just going to step back.
Yep. You are about 10 feet away.
Okay. I'm going to step back a little bit, and then I'm going to transform back into my elf form.
Bonus action release. Okay.
Yes.
So
So
you're now
that's
elf.
my HP.
Yep, so he goes back to where you were before.
Excellent. Back up to 18, baby.
Mhm.
And from there, let's see here. So, forgive me. I'm new to the spellcasting and the rules and stuff. For the cantrips, is that something I can do every turn?
Mhm.
So I could do cure wounds again.
Is Cure Wounds a cantrip for you?
It's not.
Let me double check. It's
That
no,
is a
it's not actually.
That is a spell
It's
slot.
separately labeled. Yep, you are right. Thank you for
Mhm.
the clarification there. You know
Gotta
what?
keep
In
'em
that
honest.
case,
Kids these
yes.
days trying to skirt the rules every chance they can.
I see it's helpfully labeled cantrip. The three cantrips that I actually have.
Hmm. Funny.
I am going. Yeah. Then I am going to. I'm going to charge the mimic that is engaged with Bill. I don't know how
Okay.
close I can get though. So I was like right here. Are these each 5 square feet?
Yeah, you can get right up on it. Bill's kind of in its mouth.
Okay.
They kind of share the same space right now.
And then I'm going to take out my sickle. And I'm
All right.
You watch
Guess
where you're
what?
swinging that
Sickle it.
boy.
You're gonna sickle it. Go ahead. Roll
Yes.
for sickle.
Roll for sickle. Oh, that's not as good.
You do not sickle.
No, I do not. That'll end
Thanks
my
for
turn
playing
then.
though. All right, Bill. Do some Bill stuff. Mess it up.
You beast. I'm tired of being stuck in his mouth. Does that hit?
It does hit.
Yay!
Oh, 14 hits. How fun.
Nice.
Bonk.
All right. Is that end of your turn?
That's it.
Okay.
Ooh, I shouldn't
Um,
have done that. I'm Bill is bleeding a lot, just for context. Like
okay.
an awful
Rev,
lot.
it's your turn.
From my understanding, so is the monster, though. So we just got to kill it before it kills you. I'm also bleeding a lot. So
All right, Mark. Or Rev, I should say. What's
Yeah,
what
don't.
you gonna do?
I've got Spare the Dying as a cantrip, so I'm not healing you, Matt. We're attacking.
All gas.
You stress me out, friend.
The best defense is
It's
a
a good
good
offense.
offense.
You don't need a defense to win championships.
That's right. I'm gonna shoot him with the short bow.
Feel free. That does not hit.
Well, uh,
good luck, Bill.
That was worth it, I'm sure.
it was.
My turn.
No.
All right.
Can I?
Aaron, were you holding dice when you said that? Were you shaking your
No.
dice?
No, I would never. I would never be excited to put the old man down.
Is Bill accessible via spell? Can I cast a spell on him?
You cannot cast a spell because you took an attack action.
You don't tell me.
Excuse me.
And suddenly a lightning bolt came.
The mimic
Yeah.
spat
Surprise,
Bill out
another
into
mimic, 8 Rev.
I summoned Pot of Greed.
straight to Rev.
Summon Pot of Greed.
Also stopped himself real quick there.
Did you mean to say that I don't have any more actions left, or did you actually mean I can't cast a spell?
In order to cast a spell as a bonus action, you would so if it is an actual bonus action spell, you can.
Okay.
But if you're trying to cast a cantrip as a bonus action, you would have to cast a spell as an action. So it depends on what you're trying to do.
I would like to cast Healing Word, which is a bonus
Okay.
action.
Then yes, you can do that.
Oh my god! Did everybody hear that?
All right. 6 health back to you.
Good job, Bill.
I appreciate it, friend.
I'm almost out of spell slots though.
Yeah. Yeah, Rev's going through it back here. It's like a hardcore healer.
All right. The mimic is going to gonna lick you.
Me?
Yeah. That's gonna be a 20, which does do the hit. It's not a natural 20, it's an unnatural 20. And that is going to be 12 damage.
Oh, I'm down.
So you just
I just healed you.
You just heal Bill. And then very next moment, the mimic kind of opens its mouth and chomps again, but this time Bill just disappears into the cask.
You burst!
Pete, it's your turn.
I am going to jump in and do my good old, tiptoe in, tiptoe out kind of deal.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll rapier.
Matt, roll a while you're dead, and he's doing this thing. Roll a D100 for me.
A D100.
Yep. You heard me.
Why?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So
I mean, you hit.
Let's see. How would I go about rolling a D100?
I have sneak because I have advantage.
Roll dice. There it is.
Yeah, the third one, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. And then I disengage.
Oh, that's not a whole lot.
All right.
What did you do?
Pete.
Why
you
are we
go in and
rolling
you.
D100s?
So Pete, hold on.
Yep, I'm sure Aaron will
You don't need to
explain.
know the answer to that one. Don't you worry. Pete, how do you want to do this?
I jump in, whack, and jump out.
So you run in, you use all the momentum, and you're really worried
Disengage out.
because Bill really disappeared. You jump up, you lunge, you stab your sword all the way down to the hilt, and you sure hope you don't hit Bill in there. You pull it out, you do a backflip off of this cask, and as you're flipping back, you pull that sword with you. The casket, the wine cask just disintegrates and falls apart. And there lying in the debris of this creature is Bill. It's kind of slimy. Bill, as you come to consciousness, or well, you're unconscious. I guess as everyone is looking around Bill, you do see kind of wrapped in Bill's arm is a small creature. Bill, you are unconscious though, and as combat ends, I'm going to need you to make a death saving throw, unless Rev, you're going to do anything for me.
I'd like to. If we're not in
Okay.
combat right now, I'll just cast Spare
Yep.
the
It's
Dying.
free. Okay. You don't have to worry about rolling death saves. Bill, you are stabilized and unconscious.
All right. How do
Can I
I
also cast Spare the Dying on whoever Bill's holding?
Mm-hmm.
You can.
It's a cantrip. Boom. I cast it again.
I'm gonna. It's a
Nice.
cantrip.
Nice. He wasn't ready for that.
Don't
Bill's
tell me what
a
I'm-
Bill likes to snuggle even if he's dead.
You reach out, Rev, and you try to channel that holy power that's in you to please have mercy on this soul, and you don't feel the spell take hold.
It was worth a shot.
Oof.
It's cantrip. I'll do it again. I don't care.
Claire!
Exactly.
Come back to life.
Claire!
It's holy CPR.
I cast
Doctor,
Defibrillator.
in 5 hours.
So I believe Bill's stable, but I don't know about whatever he's holding.
Am I? So I'm awake now.
You are unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Someone's healing
Unconscious.
you. Yeah.
But you're not in death
You're not
saving throws
dead.
anymore.
You're not dead. You're just sleeping.
Yeah.
It's just outski, broski.
Things are still working. I'm just
Right.
sleeping it
But
off.
you are not responsive though.
But I'm only at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Can I investigate and see if I recognize this small thing that he's holding?
Feel free. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Thank you.
I think I would like to as well.
Yeah, can you help me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you both gonna roll, or are you just gonna aid him and give Rev advantage?
I'll just give him advantage.
Thanks.
You said it's investigation.
Good thing. Yep. Good thing you had a good roll.
The first roll was fine, so we'll take Rev's. So if you're either
Oh.
gonna give him advantage or you're gonna do it,
That's right.
Rev. So
Gotcha.
but it doesn't matter.
Let's try
18
this
still is fine. Rev, you
Yes.
recognize this creature to be a gnome that used to formerly be in the kitchen, working on the wine.
Folks, I believe this may be Teveran.
I am bleeding in the back, and I just kind
Horsecock
of
is
like,
attached.
and
Sorry?
That is Matty Black. Boots Black Match. Sorry, go on.
Bleeding in
I couldn't help myself. I was like holding in a sneeze. Continue.
I'm bleeding in the back, and I hobble up and look, and I'm like, and I just go, yep, that's I think that's one of them that we're looking for. Cough,
Alright.
cough, blood coming out.
I don't know what you want from me. I'm out of spell slots.
No,
Get out of here.
it's good. Maybe we should go back and see if they have any health potions or anything like that as a reward. I don't really need a zap gun right now.
I need healing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do?
What should we do?
Wake me up.
While am I good to go off to the kitchen, everyone, to get what's her name? Panana or whatever. What was her name? Where's my notepad? Yes. Panana went to the kitchen to cook dinner. Is the coast clear for me to go get Panana?
I
Are
suppose
you
I
asking
don't.
me or are you asking them?
I'm asking them.
I don't foresee any issues with that. Dwight, what do you think?
I think that should be fine. Go ahead, Pickle Pete.
We'll stay here and guard the bodies.
All right. I am going to
So
hobble off towards
as you
the
exit
kitchen.
the room, you can either go straight towards the kitchen or you can go left towards the guard shack.
I'm going straight to the kitchen to get Panana.
Okay. Sounds good. On your way, you pass through the room with the rotating ballista.
I'm pretty sure we've already. Yeah. Sorry.
You see it's currently being repaired and worked on. He pays you no mind as you continue through. You work your way up towards the kitchen and you enter to see all of the gnomes, minus one, obviously, still working on their various tasks. You see Panana working and using a rolling pin contraption to knead some green bread dough with several green, large green mushrooms around her.
I whistle. I whistle to get her attention.
Okay. You get all of their attention as they look up and see you, and you see their face are a little shocked in the state you're in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say in gnomish, I think we found one of your missing gnomes in the wine cellar.
You see her face kind of light up and then also sink back down when she puts two and two together. She goes, "Okay, take me to him," and she's gonna follow you.
Okay, yeah, and we go back the same path that
Yep,
I came.
for sure.
And
They're all coming with you now. The whole
mhm.
the whole group of four of them are coming with you. As you walk through the ballista room, it gets the attention of the gnome that was up top shooting at you. He's not going to join because he's still tinkering, but he recognizes it. As everyone enters the room,
I just
they
point.
they rush over. They take a look at the body, and the three of them pick her up and kind of carry her back to carry her out. And Panana stands with you guys. Goes, what what happened? Where was she?
Well, she was inside of a mimic. It appears some of your barrels here were fakes, and she got swallowed up.
Mimics. That means the other two are. Oh, and you see her kind of put her head in her hand. We need to report this to Fibblestib and Dabbledob. Right. We need to. Oh my goodness. This is horrible. Well, let's go. Let's go let them know.
Well, we'd be happy to join, but our friend Bill seems to be unconscious. Do you have any health potions or anything that could help out?
You see her kind of put her hand, or her fingers on her forehead and just kind of like rub it a little bit, thinking. Well, I don't. But let me go ask the guards if they have anything. So she scurries off. After about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, she comes back with. Let me see here. She comes back with 2 health potions, and she hands them to you, Rev.
I'll take one of them and stash it, and take one of them and give it to Bill.
All right, you kind of pour it on his face. Wake up, old man. Rev, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll the health pot.
Me?
No, Rev. He's administering it.
Okay.
Is it just 1d4 plus 3?
Yes, 1d4.
I rolled a 4.
It's 1d4 plus 4,
8.
8.
I believe.
Heal.
Welcome back.
Oh, what happened?
You all right there, Bill?
I think so.
A potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
Oh. Okay, so minus
roll
2.
a d4 again and then do that.
Huh?
But it's still 8, so
8.
it matters not.
Okay, so did I get 8 health total?
Yes.
8 health total. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What
So
happened?
you're at 9 total because you had 1 and you are now conscious.
You did a great job, Bill. You defeated the mimics. Good work.
I don't think I did. I was clobbering at the one that had me grasped in its mouth, and then everything was dark.
No, you were good. You did great.
Bill,
I
now that
actually
you're fully
I
conscious,
dispatched one of the mimics.
Bill, you do feel a bit slimy.
I don't know if I've ever been victorious and been woken up to be told so.
It's fine. You did great.
I'll take your word for it, but I have thick skin, young man. Don't.
Can I? You also seem to have located the missing gnome. So good work there, Bill.
Is that what I was holding on to before everything went dark?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I check on the gnome to see if
The gnome's been carried off.
Thought it
Oh,
was
they
the
already took
beast's
it.
heart.
All good.
Pete slowly goes up to the barrels that were already tapped,
Damn it,
just
Pete.
bleeding on the floor. Just sits down in the pool that's like of the wine that's already been spilled on the floor over there, and I just start drinking out of
You
it.
you do have a slight buzz now.
Good. All right, I'm coming
Due to-
back.
due to the blood loss.
Yeah, the blood
Yeah.
loss plus the wine. That was kind of my angle there, is just to try and like
You don't
drink away
feel
the
in pain.
pain.
You don't feel in pain anymore.
Yeah, drink away the pain a little bit.
Yep. You're slurring, you're sloshing your words every now and then though. But you're a pro at this, so like you're good.
I'm just staggering over here.
You know. Okay. So, now what?
I suppose we should go back to.
And by the way, Panana is still in the room and watched you do that, but didn't say anything because of how bloodied you are.
Oh, we should talk to Panana.
Yeah.
Panana, what do you make of all this?
Well, it's an absolute mess in here.
You're
but
welcome.
this is yes, thank you so much. We need to go tell Fibblestib and Dabbledob what happened in here, and is there any part of the monster that we can take to show? I mean, obviously we found our friend in kind of the state she's in, but is there
Bill's
anything that we can transport?
Bill's sticky. That might count.
I don't know
Well,
if the
I mean-
slime that I'm covered in would be useful to them.
I take a quick look around to see if there's anything of note that we could use as evidence.
Yeah, pretty easy enough. You find some loose teeth on the ground, and you find a chunk. Like, make an investigation check for me.
I investigate. I did it.
Yeah, you find a piece of wood or wood looking. It's a piece of the jaw that actually shattered, and it has some teeth sticking out. What looks like wood grain with teeth in it. So it kind of gives that appearance. It kind of, you could presume that it helps facilitate that storytelling of that this was a creature that was hiding in plain sight, kind of thing.
Hey, before we go, hey Panana, where's that barrel? And I point to the empty spot that we originally were investigating.
Well, it was there when we looked earlier today.
Is there anywhere else that barrels could be? Because if there is, that one might not be. What's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm kind of sauced at this point.
Make a nature check with disadvantage.
Hold on. With disadvantage? Nice.
Mhm.
All right, there's that one. Roll again. Why you? Sorry, it's slow. That's not that bad.
While you're not certain, it could very well be just a function of the mimic taking over spaces and moving around. Maybe that mimic that did eat that gnome moved to the other location next to the other mimic. Perhaps one of those was empty before. But you do know mimics can move and tend to relocate after they eat to some degree. But you don't know that for sure.
Yeah, well, be on the lookout, because that one over there might be somewhere else. I'm done looking.
Okay, let's go tell them, and they can look. And so she's gonna turn and start walking away. You follow?
I think Deku is asking for a bio, possible.
Yeah. I was trying to be stealthy in the Discord.
We can take a quick bio as you guys travel back to the main cave.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Deku's gonna pee.
No music, Garrett.
Oh.
Garrett, I said no music.
It's not DMCA-able.
We'll find out later, I guess.
I found this on a playlist that was like D&D. D&D music.
Is this not just
It's YouTube. This is this is content that you cannot. It is the permission was given in the description.
is this not just like a remix of Thunderstruck
Yeah.
by AC/DC? It's like, where do I know this from?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody made a medieval cover, and it's in a D&D playlist. I have plenty more of those. So, yep, YouTube, it is transformative content or whatever it's called. You cannot DMCA
Yeah.
for that.
No copyright intended or whatever. The caption.
I'm really tired of bleeding out.
You know, the funny thing is I do have a healing kit. But I was waiting for an organic moment to say, well, that's good. I don't have to use my healing kit, so we'll see. We'll see if it comes up that I might want to use it on you. Or do we get our spell slots back after a short rest or a long rest?
Depends on the class.
I'm a druid, so let me see here.
When is Matt
Where
going to learn to server mute him during breaks?
You can't DMCA it. It's not DMCAable. It's no copyright. You're Gucci.
Trying to find that angle to high five myself. Yeah. No.
Druids are a long rest for spells.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Garrett, I cannot cure your wounds.
That's okay. We're done fighting for now.
You hope.
You hope, yeah.
If we're not, I'm twinkle toesing that whole fight.
Okay.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You said it.
Who said it?
Garrett.
Are we all back?
I think so.
I can't speak for everyone, but I'm back.
I think that's it. I think that's everyone.
I never left.
All right.
Yes, you did.
we come back into the story, back into the Tinker workshop, where we find our main two guys kind of talking between each other, and you see again that they're still kind of looking at their Tinker toys when Panana walks up and starts at Fibble Stib and Dabble Dob saying, "So these friends from outside are highly effective in problem solving. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is we found what was been plaguing us. The bad news is we also found Turnaround, and it looks like she had been attacked by said creatures." Fibblestib looks at Panana and you all and says, That's terrible news. What's been plaguing us of late then?
Well, it appears to be mimics, sir, ma'am. Who am I talking to?
The sir.
Okay.
You're talking to
Aaron,
Fiddlestip.
I tried to move everybody, but my thing glitched out.
He
Here's the
can't.
people in the
Yeah, he can't
darkness.
pull out of the fog of war.
I tried to move us, but it it stopped me.
Okay.
What did we learn?
Let the DM do it.
Pacing through walls in here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to be helpful.
It drives me nuts that I have to switch between a pan and a select tool.
I know.
I really wish that there were hotkeys or
Left click,
And
right
every time
click.
every time I grab someone, it starts pan before I'm ready to. So anyway,
Roll20 is really intuitive that way.
yes,
Like right click is
Yes,
just
it is.
automatically pan.
Yep. But it is nice having the character sheet integrated with the map.
Agreed.
Big time.
Okay,
Um,
sorry. Yeah, sorry for the interruption.
So Fibblestib looks to you guys and says, "So what's been plaguing us of late?"
Oh, well, it appears to be a mimic, sir.
A mimic.
Well, more than
Ugh.
one, it would seem.
2 mimics.
At
Oh,
least.
dear.
Well,
Well, that would be a shape changer for sure.
we defeated 2 mimics, so we don't know how many more are out there.
Mimics don't tend to do a whole lot of group hunting. The fact that you found 2 was already curious. We'll have to have the guards do a sweeping stab campaign to make sure nothing else is hiding. But I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you guys enough for your efforts here.
If I
We
may,
should
sir,
yes.
might I recommend allowing us to go with your guards to sweep so that you don't have another one of your people getting eaten up by mimics.
Well, we would definitely appreciate that for sure.
I think
Before we issue that warning, let's go tell the king.
before we go on a stabbing spree of all the furniture, we should rest. I
need to
personally
rest
don't
before we
feel
go.
very good.
Yes. Of course. And then it would be our pleasure to host you for the night. As it's likely getting late in the day. No need to travel the woods at dark. Let's go report to the king and see if we can't get him to come out. And Fibblestib is going to kind of grab Dabbledob and his gun, his ray gun, and he's gonna walk out up the steps behind him. As you guys, I assume you guys are gonna follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys kind of follow him down the hallway. No need to move your characters. It's quite all right. You can move the screen though, Matt, if you want to pan up the storyline or the area.
Oh yeah.
As you guys kind of wind through the halls, you pass a couple of doors that are shut and no idea what's behind them. He takes you down this long hallway to ultimately another door that's locked. And you see him knock on the door, and you hear a kind of sheepish voice behind it saying, "Who is it? Who's there?" Fibblestib responds, Lord, it's me. It's Fibblestib. I come with great tidings, sir. What 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 do you want? What tidings? Well, Lord, it's I have great news. We had some adventurers show up, and they defeated the shape changers. They defeated the shape changers. This is great news. Yes, King. Can you come out now, please? You hear silence. And you hear a clunk, clunk, a chain sound, and another tunk, and the door cracks a little. What proof do you have? And he gives you kind of like a weird beady eye sticking through the door. And Fibblestib kind of looks back at you guys. Do you guys have anything we can show him, or any? I mean, you guys are the one that killed it.
I'm covered in this dried up slime.
Yes, as you can see, Bill here is covered with mimic saliva or whatever it might be called.
We could just call
But
it
I
goo.
also have this piece of a mimic that we were able to recover before it seemed to disappear.
You hand it to Fibblestib. Fibblestib looks at it. How curious. Hands it to the king. The king takes it, shuts the door really quickly, and you hear a kind of locking it up behind him. It was a mimic then, huh? Now that does make a lot of sense. You said you killed it?
2 of them.
I'm told I was successful. I have my doubts, though.
All right. Seems what you say is true. So he unlocks the door. He actually opens it up, and as he opens the door, you see King Korbaz dressed in his kingly robes. It's for a gnome recluse. It's just basically nice leathers. He does have a crown on though, and he does have a cape. And you look past him, and you see another male gnome tied to a chair in nothing but a plain shirt and boxer briefs, and a
Kinky.
gag in their mouth. And you can assume that might be the other king, King Nerkly, who has been restrained in the room.
Hey, I know we wanted to go help them poke around at stuff, but it looks like they're doing enough of that.
They seem to be doing their own
uh,
investigation.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to see us in this way. About 10 days ago, I was in the throne room, and I was attacked by my rug. Then it suddenly leaped out and tried to attack me, but I am a nimble fellow, and I was able to get away, and I ran away, and I locked my husband and I in this room. And, well, I may have gone too far.
You
It
tied.
seems like
Oh, go ahead.
I can't thank you enough for what you've done for myself, my people, and this colony. You'll have to allow us to reward you for your services.
I suppose.
Yeah.
If I could request a shower or a bath or both and a warm bed.
Yeah, hey, when we were coming across the bridge, did we notice it was nighttime or daytime?
Sorry, what?
Sorry, I leaned back. When we were coming across the bridge, did we notice it was nighttime or daytime? What time of day was it?
It was starting to get pretty dusky
Pretty dusk,
outside, from what you
okay.
can tell. Yeah, it's pretty late in the day. Fibblestib's going to speak up and say, "So, Lord, I think these adventurers have offered to sweep the place one last time for us. I think it would be pretty kind of us to give them a place to stay and maybe feed them a meal, and we can send them off tomorrow with whatever you think is appropriate." Yes, I think that's probably. He looks back at his husband, who's just like. I think that's probably appropriate. Well, we won't join you for dinner tonight, but meet us in the throne room before you leave, and we'll see you off.
And good luck with what you have going on in there. Your interrogation of sorts.
He looks back. He goes, Don't worry. I'll untie him, and I have the solution to get him unglued.
Unglued, you say?
Well, I wanted to make sure he couldn't get off the chair.
He's tied down, is he not?
I just slowly pull the old man back, like, it's time we stop asking questions.
They're just getting so creative these days.
he just kind of slinks back and shuts the door.
Gone are the days of just rope.
Um.
Damn, old man.
So.
All right, that's not what I was meaning. That is not what I was meaning.
I'm bleeding still.
So you guys are going to try searching the colony. Is that right?
I think we would rather sleep first.
Yeah, let's do that in the morning.
Okay.
I don't have the. I need to take a nap.
Sure. For the sake of brevity and my voice from trying to do too many gnome voices, you guys take the evening. They give you a place to kind of rest. They feed you a wonderful mushroom stew, which with some mushroom ale and some mushroom bread. That is your dinner. But it's a feast of it. They serve up extra portions just for you. You see now a total of 17 gnomes joining. The kings do not join. You find yourself a safe, restful night. No need to take watch. There are guards that patrol this place. Is there anything that you would try doing the day before you followed it to completion?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No.
Bill wants to clean himself up and feel better.
You are welcomed. You are offered to take a shower in the waterfall, but they do not have a whole lot of sanitation.
It's not the
here.
warmest thing, but thank you.
The day resolves itself through a nice restful night. You guys all can take a long rest.
The water pressure here is amazing.
Right?
You guys never run out of cold water.
Just getting pummeled.
Cold
so
water
you guys
lasts
get
forever.
You guys get your long rest. And you wake up in the morning feeling nice and refreshed.
Oh, ready to tackle the day.
I assume you guys are going to go ahead and try doing some searching prior to meeting with the kings. Is that correct to assume?
I believe
I
that
feel
was
like we
part
could
of the
take a sleep
deal.
real quick, right? Just
Yeah,
Sorry, Matt, go ahead.
as we wake up, were we all sleeping in like the same room, or did we have like separate rooms?
Yeah, so their sleeping situation, I can show you what that looks like.
Very communal.
Very communal.
were we sleeping with the gnomes?
Yes.
sleeping
Very
sleeping
communal.
Yes, I was.
Pete.
Not again.
Not again. Fingers.
Can't bring him
snap.
anywhere.
Who else but Pete?
Oh, I
love
get
it.
it.
They're like little pods.
Little nooks.
Yes, they have little nooks, and many sleep in just one nook. But they kind of pulled out some mats for you in the center.
Now this is pod sleeping.
Right. Okay, can you guys all roll investigation checks for me?
Yeah, I'm not good at investigation.
Neither am I.
I'm good at it.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
A net 20, baby.
Minus
That's a
one
jet.
though. That's
It's still a crit.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a 5% chance to do anything.
Yeah.
You feel after being digested by the creatures, you feel in tune with looking for them. In this moment.
Motivated.
You feel very confident after sweeping the colony that you do not sense any more of them.
I think that the two that we encountered are all that are here. I
It
think the
takes
colony is
you-
safe.
Yep, it takes you, because of your closeness, it takes you about 2 hours to scan the entire colony, and you feel comfortable in your results.
We have stabbed all of their furniture.
Everything has a stab mark in it. now. That's right.
You can never be too careful.
That's right.
These things, their teeth are sharp.
As you guys wrap up your investigation, the guards are going to take you to the throne room. Are you okay going there?
Yeah, can we go in handcuffs
Do you want to?
or just rope?
Easier
I mean,
funny.
yeah, we go willingly.
As you guys enter the throne room, you see situated atop a stone dais are two squat thrones made of scrap metal and sized for gnomes. The walls have tapestries and rugs kind of draped over them to give off more of an elegant vibe. Like many of the other rooms, which have been more cluttered, this one is nice, clean, with a central rug down the main of the chamber to give that presentation. Sitting on each of the stones, you see King Korbaz and King Nurkly, and on each side of them, you see Fibblestib and Dabbledob standing there, waiting for your approach. Yes, welcome, and thanks again for all of your help. We are immensely grateful. And for the first time since you've seen him, King Nurkly says, "Yes, I would have been still in that chair if it wasn't for you. This crazy old coot had me locked up for no good reason."
Your Majesty, if I may,
Yes, what is it?
how did you get unglued?
Oh, Korbaz had the solution in his pocket. He just had to use the dropper to squirt it in on this. I hate this so much.
Yeah, hey, old man, let's not.
This is what my life has turned into. I'm just trying to play
some rock gnome.
I'm just trying to play a
fanfic
game
here.
with my friends, and
Your Majesty,
Just
every
trying to play
decision
it.
you've ever made has led to this moment.
Yeah, hey,
You know,
I'm just like,
Your Highness, don't worry about it. I'm happy to see that you've been, in a way, dethroned.
I don't think the old man fully understands what's going on here.
they understand none of the ploys that you're trying to get at because they're gnomes, and he was literally glued to a chair.
That's
with
what I'm
glue,
saying. The
And
the
they
young
understand
man,
none of your pretense.
the young king was glued to a chair.
As a show of our gratitude, we offer these things to you guys. And Fibblestib and Dabbledob bring forward a couple of packages. And one they give to you, Rev, is it looks like some sort of wand. To you, Dwight, they give you a pointy hat.
Another one?
I
To
already have one of these.
To you, to you, Bill, they give you a very it is it looks like an amulet of sorts that has kind of like a clicking clock around it. And to you, Pete, they give
Warm beer.
a large pole that is about so they give it, I should say they give you a small pole that's only a foot long, but as Dabbledob hands it to you, she speaks the gnomish word for um for uh,
Extensifying.
yeah, extend. Thank you. Is
Extendo.
extend. I needed to find a word. Every word that was coming to my mind was not going to make the pole growing work. So extend works.
Ayo.
The gnomish word for extend, and you see it grow to 10 feet long. And then she speaks the gnomish word for shrink, and it goes back down to being a foot. And the king looks to you and says, these are our tokens of thank you. And in addition, and you see Panana come forward with a basket of green bread rolls for your journey home. Thank you again kindly for everything. I can't thank you enough.
These look delightful.
Hey, what did Deku get?
I got an amulet with a clock on it. A ticking clock.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I was just logging.
Yep, for your characters to add these to their inventory. Matt, you received a clockwork amulet. Pete, you received a pole of collapsing. Rev, you received a wand of pyrotechnics. And Dwight, you received a hat of wizardry.
So you're just gonna say you received a hat. Go wild. Go nuts with it.
They are all magical items.
Is
How do
is
I
Wand of Pyrotechnics a custom item?
No, it shouldn't be if it's part of the source book. But we can look into it offline.
Deal.
Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave?
Thank you, kings, for your gracious gifts.
They kind of bow and nod
Do
their head.
we know immediately that they're magical, or like do they say what they are?
They do not tell you what they are. You would find that in attuning and kind of playing with them.
Okay.
You know
So
Pete's
I
was
still
because she
get a nice-
demonstrated it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks. I think this will go well with my other ones. I just kind of unceremoniously tuck it in my bag.
Just stuff it in.
Yeah.
You gotta make room. Pack's getting kind of full. Roll it up like a tight sleeping bag.
As you guys wrap up your adventure with the gnomes in Nomergard, having defeated a couple of mimics, having been fooled by the booze you loved, lessons learned or maybe not, items in hand and quest completed, you guys feel reinvigorated this morning as a sense of accomplishment and maybe experience in the form of a new level as you guys have leveled up,
Ooh.
and we'll gather ourselves on our journey home next time.
Always be flexing. We did it. Except Bill died.
Yeah, I'm so tired of getting chomped.
You know, you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs there, Matt.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Thanks for the heels.
Good work, guys. Great work. It was a tough fight. By all accounts, you should have all died, but you know what? You pulled through. And who drew something on my map? I swear to God,
It wasn't
you
me.
guys,
This one wasn't me.
I didn't do
there's
it.
nothing sacred
wasn't
anymore.
me.
When I find out who's coloring on my maps, they're getting disadvantaged for the
What is
entire
it?
game.
What is this?
For the rest of the campaign.
Oh wait,
Campaign.
wait. Is it like way off to the left?
It's right here.
Can you
Can't see it.
resume the
Can't
session?
see it.
Yeah, I will.
Is it like way off to the left? Because that might have been me. I can't remember. If I did that
It
last
wasn't me this time. Oh
week.
yeah,
No,
that
I
was
can't
me.
remember if I did that like last week. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was me.
I'm watching
nice.
you. Pete. I'm watching
It was in
you.
the fog of war.
Always
I'm watching
watching
you.
was out.
That's pretty good for
I-
drawing a
I
blind
have-
Yeah,
blind
it was
smiley.
blind as can be.
I have no fog of war. Good work though. Good work. You guys pulled through. You solved the puzzle. You saved the gnomes. You got your gear. You'll recall maybe if you look at the quest log itself. It did say if you find any good gear, they may buy it off of you as well. So just keep that in mind.
Hmm.
But you guys did level up. You are now level 3 on the party. That means some new fun stuff. You guys can level up offline. And to all the viewers, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for being here as we concluded our adventure with the gnomes. It's been a pleasure having you, and I hope you enjoyed the story so far.
Yeah,
Matt, I'll let you close up.
sounds good. Yeah. Like Aaron said, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Tuesdays are our consistent days for recording new episodes of House of Dargons. We initially were shooting for like an 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time start, but I think more consistently we're going to be looking at like 8:30. Would that be would that be accurate, homies?
I mean, 8:30. You know,
Somewhere
sometimes
around
it
8,
causes you
8:30.
to
I
start
show up
later.
when I'm told to show up. All right.
Garrett gets here on time
I
when
am
he's told to.
punctual.
So
I feel
okay.
like
Only we-
I feel like the 8:30 to, close is kind of a good shift.
So we'll
Crew gets on at 8, and we go streaming at 8:30. Probably is a safer bet.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
sure. Okay.
I like that.
So that'll be what we shoot for moving forward is Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern. Will be the next new episode recorded live of House of Dargons. If you're on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe so that you get at least the information that we're streaming and you can come back and watch us. If you're watching on Twitch, hey, there's that there follow button too. So hopefully we will see you again next time for the next exciting episode of House of Dargons. But until then, thank you for joining, and we will see you again next time. Oh, I'm doing this on my own. On Nerd House. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.